Okay, timeout. What is timeout? Now the psychologists tell you timeout is not just a behavioral technique to break the pattern of an undesirable behavior. Most importantly, timeout is an issue of personal boundary. Now, what I'm saying is this. This is the principle. They say that if you want to break the child, the reinforcement of this behavior, then you put the child in the timeout. And then they are no longer being reinforced for their behavior. They're arguing or they're yelling or whatever it is. But you put the kid in there. This is the way it goes, usually. Christopher, if you do that again, you're going to timeout. Do you want to go to timeout? It goes on and on and on. Do you want to go to timeout? Are you going to go to timeout? Blah, 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 blah. And it goes on and on. And pretty soon, okay, you go to timeout. I guess they expect an answer. Yeah, I think it's time I went to timeout. I don't know what they expect. But then the kid goes into timeout. Is it time yet? Is it time? Can I come out now? Can I go? Okay, finally they come out. The whole thing was about attention. So everything I've read on timeout has never included this major concept I'm going to tell you now. Timeout is a boundary issue. And this is the message. You want to be in my presence, then you must respect me and not violate my boundaries. If you want to be in my presence, you cannot abuse me. If you want to enjoy my company and we do cookies and I'm a wonderful person, you cannot cry and rain on my parade all the time. You do not have permission to torment me all day. And if you get whiny and stinky, you're going to be in timeout. And then after timeout, we'll let you out when I'm ready. And it may be an hour, it may be all day, it may be till you're 18. Okay? Depends on how mad I get. Now you come back, you're on probation. And immediately, no warning, no nothing. They go right back into timeout. Immediately. No warning. You know, we can put a rat in a cage and they learn faster than our kids because we confuse them with all the talk. You put a rat in a cage and there's a red door and a blue door. He walks through the red door and they shock his fanny off. And out he comes. And he goes in the blue door and his buddies are in there and he gets to eat. Now, even if he's a real stupid rat and you put him in the cage and you say, don't go in the red door, little rat, you'll burn your hiney off. And he goes in there anyway because he didn't pay attention. Another blue spark off the end of his nose. He comes out smoking. Whoa! And he goes in the other place. Day after day you put him in there. He avoids that red door. Why? He doesn't want to be in there. Yeah, and get this. The rat does not speak English. And in a couple, 3 trials, he learns. Do you understand? But we confuse our kids. How many of you count? How many of you count? Used to. Yeah, used to. Herkimer, you get in here. I'm not going to tell you again. Do you hear me? Get in here. 1, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. How many go to 2 7/8? Okay? You go to 2 7/8? A long time ago. Okay, 2 7/8. Is that how kids learn obedience? No. The kindergarten teachers are really amazed. Your kids come and they already know their fractions, you know, and they just can't figure that out. All right. All right. Okay. Time out then. There's a specific time? Maybe, maybe not. No communication. Set the timer after the crying starts. Clean up any mess. Additional time for not going to timeout. Timeout is to break a pattern of behavior. If more time is needed for repeated infractions, a child can be put in timeout for as long as needed. Then they are let out on probation for a time and put back for extended periods of time as soon as they misbehave again. Without warning. Don't talk to them, just put them. And after they're in there for a little while, you know, you can tell them, "Hey, how come I'm in timeout again?" Just tell them, Mr. Jones says even rats figure it out. And you're smarter than a rat. Think about it. Okay? Don't get into a debate. A child needs to learn that they are welcome when they behave and are pleasant, but being a nuisance will not be tolerated. Being in your presence is pleasurable and a privilege. This is also a break for mom. Who makes the rules? Moms and dads make the non-negotiable. Those are very few. No liquor, no breaking of the law, etc. And then you negotiate curfews and you negotiate all kinds of other things. But if a kid breaks the law, you call the police. And they need to know if you ever find marijuana or anything illegal, any substance, any contraband, that you will call the police immediately. There will be no second chance, period. And they need to know that right up front. You step out of line and that's it. You're gone.